1976 will commence again. If you try to take on...
Fox's Keith Abloh believes First Lady Michelle Obama is too fat to be credible on nutrition.
We don't need the federal government projecting these standards upon us. And Michelle Obama is so, like the Duchess when she speaks
kind of
about.
Annoying
she is. Because, by the way,
how well
they're
could
not
she
just
be eating? She needs to drop a few.
Oh,
I mean, I'm telling you, like, no,
you
let's
did
be
not
honest. No, listen.
say
We're
that.
taking nutrition
Oh my
advice
goodness.
from
Are we on
who?
a 7-second delay?
Taking nutrition advice from. I want nutrition advice
Michelle Obama. She needs to lose the
Well, no, let's be honest. Like, I mean, there's no French fries happening. That's all kale and carrots. I don't buy it.
Rush Limbaugh exploits Robin Williams' death to attack political leftists.
Made everybody else laugh, but was miserable inside. I mean, it fits a certain picture or a certain image that the left has. I mean, they talk about low expectations and general unhappiness and so forth. And right here it says that it was one of the contributing factors to Robin Williams deciding to kill himself was survivor's guilt. And I read it's in the headline. Survivor's guilt? What survivor's guilt? What? So I read it, and it turns out that 3 of his closest friends, the story says, 3 of his closest friends were Christopher Reeve, John Belushi, and Andy Kaufman. And the source unnamed in the story said that Robin Williams felt guilty that he was still alive while his 3 friends had died young and much earlier than he had. They could never get over the guilt that they died and he didn't. Well, that is a constant measurement that is made by political leftists in judging the country.
And Tucker Carlson is upset with a gun safety segment on Fox News because bathtubs kill children too.
The point of that package was guns are scary, gun owners are a threat to you and your children. And the truth is, well, obviously a child's death is the worst tragedy imaginable. Far more children died last year drowning in their bathtubs than were killed accidentally by guns. So I'd like to see a package on, do you have a bathtub at home? Because I need to know that before I send my child over to your house. I mean, a little perspective might be helpful, I think.
And we have on the show at the beginning of the summer talked about the dangers of pool safety. It's a question that, you know, I think about.
What about bathtub safety?
Well, that's a great question.
But I mean,
too.
the point of that was gun owners are scary, and any gun owner could be a threat to your child. You know, take a look at the places with the highest levels of gun ownership. They're also the safest places. Maine, Wyoming, you're not going to get hurt in Maine and Wyoming, and Vermont, right?
But it's also ingrained in the family's culture, and so the conversation isn't as tough to have in places like that, because you maybe almost even assume that that guns may be in the home, the kids are around it, so they don't get so curious.
If somebody asked me, the idea that 93% of people don't mind if you ask them if they have a firearm at home, I find that a very private question, and that's something the government wants to know because they'd like to disarm you. But it's something that I'm not comfortable talking about with other people, and I would be offended by that question. So count me in the 7%.